Does an in-person networking event give you a little bit of anxiety? I know it does for me. I haven't really been doing this, just more the online space. So this weekend, me and my girlfriend will actually be going to a networking event, shaking hands, kissing babies, that type of stuff to meet potential customers, to be involved with. It's a marketing company that I've worked with for a while now, Jocelyn Crates, and she's putting on an event, getting people to mingle and talk and to find potential clients, and also just you never know who you'll meet. I think in-person connection goes pretty far and pretty deep. So, but trying to get back on the horse and doing more of these things, I think can make us well-rounded and skilled. So we'll get all into this. What do we need to bring for something like this? But if you're looking to network in person, I think this is the perfect morning show for you. Cheers, friends. Let's get into it. It's going to be a banger. My mic, folks, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of the Talk Tanner Morning Show, where we go over tips, tricks, ideas, and exercises to help make you the absolute best person you can be, not only for yourself, but for the people you love and care about most. Today, we're going to be talking about networking, meeting people, getting to know them. Maybe this is for your professional life. Maybe this is for your personal life. Maybe this is for loving relationships, friendships in general. It can mean anything, right? Connecting with people is a part of being a human. And it can be, I believe, the most beautiful thing that we can handle and endure. So maybe a good example of this would be, would you rather be in a kind of a crappier city or not a whole lot of fun stuff to do with your best friends and your family and the people you love and care about most? Or would you rather be in the Bahamas by yourself? I know personally I'd rather be in that grungy city with the people I personally care about. Is there a time to go to the Bahamas and read books? And I think a lot of that sounds nice, but in reality, it seems like it's the people that make these vacations. It's the people that really make these experiences. As excuse me, as humans are emotional creatures, and we get emotional support from the people we love and care about most, or even just the thrill and the rush of learning from new people and getting different perspectives, I think in-person networking still has a huge place. I know I've kind of taken, excuse me, love having a scratch in the throat to start the morning. Makes it a real bitch to talk on camera. Either way. So we, in the past couple years, have really transitioned to the online space. I'm definitely there. That's what I help people do, is I help people make consistent social media content that's really authentic and in alignment with their personal brands. It's what I'm doing now. It's been working really well for a business. I'm going all in on it. And it's all through online. However, I believe when it comes to wanting to be a public speaker and wanting just to connect with people on a deeper level, there's something about being in person that it's just different than being behind my little square and my little camera here. This, unfortunately for me, too much. I think for everybody, I think anybody who disagrees is either not in front of enough, or I don't know. I can only speak from personal experience, but being in front of these computer screens and being on my phone and stuff gives me anxiety, like riles me up and makes me in my head a little bit too much, versus every now and again, it really is a sense of relief for me to get in front of people. And even as I would say, I'm more introverted than extroverted. And even I think we're both on both sides of the spectrum. I'm sure there's some people who are extremely one way, extremely the other, yada, yada. But I think the balance and the harmony between the two is what can make someone really dangerous in the business marketplace. Someone who can show up to these events. I can shake hands. Tanner DeWitt, nice to meet you. What's going on with you? I'm a really good listener. I'm engaging, good communication skills with these folks. And then after we dissipate, the judgments people make is from your online profiles. Is this right? No. Do people do it? Yes. Yes, they do. Whether we're looking at new tenants or we're just meeting people through business or whatever, people are going to come back to the Facebooks, the LinkedIns, the YouTubes, the Instagrams, all that stuff, and they're going to be making judgments on us. They're going to be making judgments on in the business world. Do it all the time. Is judging right? No. Do people do it? Yes. Okay, cool. We're all together on this. So we want to put ourselves in front of these people, make a good impression, and then they look at the stuff that they're doing. This kid was talking about, he was saying he was going to help me be consistent with my personal brand on social media. He said he was going to give me unlimited content ideas to make social media easy. Really? Maybe I should check on this guy and see what he's doing. So you can see how the online world and the in-person, I see all these advertisements and all this like, oh, you don't have to call people. You don't have to make online content. You don't have to meet in person. These are pain points because that stuff's difficult that people try to sell to get you to give them money. This is my opinion, right, folks? Get multiple opinions. But personally, in my experience, the only thing that's been working to make real money is doing all of it and a lot of it. So, and if you get tired and you're not good at some, hire somebody out. Like I've hired other people to help me create a lot of my social media content. So I was like, okay, I need to build a framework. How the hell do I do that? So yes, I had to pay thousands of dollars to get help to do that. There was things I didn't know about just myself and my childhood and like who I was as a person. So I paid a lot of money for coaching. Like these are things that's, as business owners and just people in general, I believe that we are investments. And the best investment we can make is, as Warren Buffett would say, in ourselves. In ourselves. So investing in ourselves, and I believe investing in ourselves and rounding out our skill sets by going to these networking events is going to be absolutely crucial. I don't even care if you own a business or not, just going out, talking to people, telling them who you are, what you do, why you do it. It's really important. We need to continue to evolve and grow. And I personally live in a small town. I have the privilege of seeing my family all the time. Absolutely love it. I get to see my girlfriend every day. We have tons of quality time. Absolutely love it. But the con is there's just not a bunch of like business people and like big events and stuff around us. So I get to hear the birds and I get to see the river every day and I get to walk the neighborhood and that's probably why I'm so zen and peaceful all the time. But we got to go and move to get to these bigger events in the cities where there's just lots more people. So whatever way you pick, there's going to be some hard parts to it. And I think making sure that you nail both is absolutely crucial to really becoming the person that you want to be. And well, that's who I want to be. I want to be well-rounded. I want to be well-spoken. I want to be able to speak in public. I want to be able to speak online. I want to be able to write. I want to be able to read good literature. And I think to do this, there's stuff we got to do. And there's stuff we got to do. So maybe we're feeling a little bit of anxiety about going to meet people in person. I know I feel that. When I'm going to go meet new people. I'm like, man, I got a little something going on in my stomach and my chest right now. That's good. That means we're alive. And that means we're doing something that's difficult. And that's good too. A little bit of hardship goes a long way. We come from a long line of resilience. As humans, look at our grandparents. What the hell did they go through to get where we're at today? So I think the online world has made me really comfortable. And I believe talking behind my little square here that I love to do every weekday morning at 8 a.m. Central Standard Time. This is episode 468, everyone. And I got comfortable behind the computer, and I believe doing these events, I do the real estate part of this landlord association. That's good. It gets me out. It gets me shaking hands with some people. I've been to some city meetings and stuff like that. That's good and all. And it gets me out, shaking hands, meeting people. But that's like primarily real estate stuff. So I'm really trying to get myself to get more out to the Chicago suburbs, really is where I'm targeting, and just shaking hands, kissing babies, letting people know I exist. I'm a real person. I care, and I want to help you create consistent social media content so you can show up as the person online and be judged in a good light. You know, people see that you're authentic and you have a beautiful personality and all this, and we help people bring that out. So, but people can't read my mind. They don't know that. So I got to go tell them and I got to go meet them. So, but the point of this episode was to, okay, say if you want to do something like this, you want to go to an event, what are some materials? What are some materials? Let's go ahead and go to the board this morning. Some materials that we would bring to a networking event. Tanner, what do we even bring to this thing? So let's go over some materials. How's everyone doing this morning? We having a coffee? We getting rolling? Is it going to be a busy Friday? Is it a lax Friday? I used to really use Fridays as reflection, but my business has been picking up a ton, and everyone wants coaching on Fridays, and I'm like, crap. But I'm in a growth stage, and I really want the income, so I'm working on Fridays right now, folks. But whatever, don't care. Moving on, materials. What do we need? So I had a banner over here. Make sure I got my list. All right. So the first one we have on the list is flyers. So we need some flyers. And these are, I have it over here. My girlfriend bought these for me. They're acrylic sign holders. Acrylic sign holders. You, excuse me. You've probably seen these before. They just hold things up. Nothing fancy. Oh, okay, that's together like a band. Okay, you see, it's got like the bottom on it, and then it holds your 8 by 11 full 8.5 by 11 folder. But you can get these off of online for cheap. I think they're like $20 or something like that. But yeah, it's just going to hold up your information. So we'll have the 3 flyers sitting on a table, which is the next material we'll go over. So what are my flyers? What do they look like? Let me go ahead and pull those up. Good morning, everyone. Canva. I use Canva pretty much for everything. Okay, let me share my screen. Everyone see that all right? All right. Let's zoom in. Jeez. Okay, so this is just a super simple flyer that I made. Authentic and consistent social media content. Cute little picture of T-Dog and online personal brand. And then just some problems that I solve. Easy stuff. I don't need to tell you how I do it, yada, yada. People don't care how you clean the toilets. People don't want to hear about the plane ride. They want to hear the vacation. Stop worrying about creating social media content. I worried about that all the time. Now I don't, because this framework. Share your mission and life story. I had no idea how to put that into actual words, and beat the competition by being authentic and honest. Just be yourself. That is the competitive advantage, baby. It's just being you, being authentic and being you. All right, this is great. The other one will be be a morning show guest. I'm trying to get more guests for my podcast. Some cool pictures of some guests that we've had. Be a guest on the podcast, and then just promote your business and life story. You get free social media content when you do a podcast with me. I'm going to give you some clips. I'm going to give you some shorts. I'm going to give you some reels. And then I also try to incentivize people just just improve your speaking skills. Who didn't benefit from improving their speaking skills or talking on camera? I think in this day and age, that's an absolutely crucial skill in business. And then also the third one is just like a QR code that you scan to have a meeting with me online. So scan the QR code, set up a time to talk. So I'm mingling with, this person's name is Brad. I'm like, hey, Brad, really like what you got going on. What do you do? Oh, you're a personal trainer. That's awesome. Have you how's social media stuff going? Are you getting clients online? What's your main way to meet? Oh, Tanner, I think social media is super powerful, but I feel like I don't have the time, or I feel like I don't really ever know what to say next. And I'm like, oh my gosh, dude, I have something that can make this super easy. Would you like to hear about it? Maybe we could just jump on a call and talk a bit more about it. Show them the QR code, get the meeting booked right then and there, and let's move on with it. But anyway, these are flyers. Be a guest on the podcast, just talking about my business a little bit, and they will be printed out and they will be on these things that just sit on the table, which is the next material for us. All right, folks, let me kick this off the screen. All right. Good morning, everyone. So we have flyers. The next one is table and cover. Okay, table and cover. Table. Got to bring a table and chairs. Yeah, don't forget your chairs. Table, chairs, table cover. Okay, that's what we're bringing next. And this all depends. Make sure you're talking with the person who's hosting an event. Do they provide the tables? Do they provide the chairs? What do they provide? What do they don't? Every event's different because everyone's different. All right, the next one I'm bringing is my books. So I have some books that I give to my private clients. So people who I work with privately, one-on-one, I give them a book for my product series, the one-page life plan. So this is a hardcover book that I wrote this last year. So I'll bring some copies of this. They'll be sitting out on the table. They look beautiful. They look sexy, all that great stuff. So they'll be hanging out, sealed and wrapped. Beautiful T-Dog sitting here on the back. But okay, so we will be bringing books on there as well. On to the next. So what else will I be bringing? My girlfriend. My girlfriend will be coming with me. Having someone come with you is absolutely great. If it breaks the ice really easy when it's like two of you and it's also like your partner or someone you're in a relationship with. You don't even have to be talking about business a bunch, but you're just say, hey, like, how's it going? My name's Tanner and this is my girlfriend, Danielle, or Danielle introduces me, either or, whatever. I think it makes it a little easier to break the ice. So just talking to people, you seem a little more approachable, these things. So I'm bringing my girlfriend. Shout out to you, honey. It'll be a good time. So the next one we have on here, also, when you bring somebody, have them take pictures. Pictures of me talking and mingling, shaking hands. How you doing? What's up? What's going on with you? Boom, take it. Slap it on Instagram. It's like, look at us networking and all this kind of fun stuff. So, all right. So bringing somebody, whether it's your girlfriend, your parent, who cares who it is, just bring them and start mingling and talking to people. That's the most important part. And the last one we have on here is positive attitude. Positive attitude. This one's like, oh, duh, Tanner, you'd be surprised. So attitude. Positive attitude. When we going up to people, we have a smile on our face. We're like, hey, how's it going? It's really nice to be here. Where are you coming from today? What brought you here? Is there anything that you've been really excited about lately? What have you been excited about? What have you been working on? What's something that you want to celebrate at the end of the year? These just easy talking points. Any vacations coming up? Let's learn about your life, hobbies, business, anything. If we can be really good listeners, we can be good listeners to folks, and then we can pull out the things that they need. What do they need? What do they want? And then we can use that when we're negotiating and talking with them. Well, I actually have something that helps with this. I actually have something that I think I got the perfect thing that's going to help you with your challenge, with your problem. Always remember, folks, people buy things to get rid of pain and to solve problems. Get rid of pain and solve problems. That is the only reason people use money to buy things. There's whether you can argue with me that I do this to indulge in whatever. Well, it's a craving and a need that you have to help solve like the pain you would have without the experience. But either way, people want things that they need. People want things to help solve their problems and get rid of pain. That's the ultimate driver of money in this world. So we're trying to just listen listen. How can I help? How can I help? And then we deliver on like, okay, yeah, maybe I could do this for you or this or that. Either way, that's the framework. That's the mind. But these are the materials, attitudes, being open-minded. I know one thing a little bonus that I wanted to talk about today is I got to remember, and this is me giving me a pep talk as much as just putting it out into the universe, is when you start to get that feeling, you're standing in a networking crowd, you get this feeling, should I say something to this person or not? Should I interrupt their conversation or not? I say go for it. I say do it. That anxiety that you feel in your gut and your chest, that's where I feel it anyway, folks. And I feel it riling up a little bit. I'm like, whew, holy crap, it's go time. And that's when you're alive. That's when you grow. That's when you don't want to do something and you just lean into it anyway. I've really been doing this with like cold water exposure. We live right here on the river and it is cold as hell in the wintertime. And just like I start to feel in my gut and I start to feel in my chest and I'm like, I don't give a shit. And I just plummet right into that bad boy. And then when I come out, it feels like euphoric and spiritual and all these amazing things. No different with me being a little more of an introvert on these in-person networking events. I'm like, oh God, is Sally going to think my business is stupid? Oh no, is Clarence going to, he's not even going to remember or want me. Doesn't matter. Who cares? Remember, this is for you to build your skills, to get your exposure out there. And you're just trying to help people. Self to service. If they don't want it, that's okay. Wasn't meant for them. I had a podcast recording with somebody last night and I tried to talk to him about like, hey, I have this service. It really helps people. It does this and this and this. And it matched a lot of his challenges and issues. And it's like, that's not for me right now. Okay, man. I'm going to give you this free material, this free material, this free material. And do you mind if I follow up with you? Oh, that's fine. You can follow up with me. Great. I'll be in touch. All good. All good. I used to get so riled up and so upset, but I can help this person. It's like, that's okay. You don't need to help them. You don't need to save the world right here, right now, but let's become the person that we want to be. Let's strive to have better skills, not wish them our problems away, but to be strong and to be skillful. I believe this is what's going to take us to the next level. And I believe mixing up the online and the in-person events is going to do just that. That's all I had for today, folks. Hopefully this was helpful. Grading some flyers. Again, here's some of the stuff that we wanted to bring on here. That is some flyers, some books, some table and a cover, my girlfriend, and a positive attitude. We're going to bring this stuff. We're going to absolutely rock it. It's going to be a good time. I'm really hoping to set up like 3 or 4 meetings. That's my goal, is off of that QR code that you saw from my flyers. I want 3 or 4 meetings. That is my goal with this. And I'm going to ask people, hey, let's scan that QR code. Let's get a virtual coffee, man. Well, we got a lot going on here right now. Let's just get something on the books. Let's just get something on the books. It'd be really nice to get to know you more. Go from there. All right, folks, that's my strategy. That's how I'll be mingling and talking a little bit, but maybe this is helpful as we try to grow our businesses, as we try to just grow our skills, we try to meet more people and make life that much more fun. Well, folks, like I said, I have actually a couple coaching sessions here on Friday. So I'm going to bounce. I got to get some notes ready for that. But you guys have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day. Enjoy your Friday. Enjoy the weekend. I'll be hustling and bustling. So it's up to you whether you be doing that or not. But have some fun. And in case you need to hear it, I love you. You're badass. You got this. And I will see you guys bright and early on Monday morning. And we're having a guest all the way from Auckland, New Zealand. I had a guest on here, and he speaks multiple languages. Just a really cool, insightful dude, really big on philosophy. And so hopefully you guys enjoy that. And that'll be bright and early for episode 469 on Monday morning. So you guys have a good weekend. I'm out of here for now. Love y'all. I'm out. Peace.